Laurie,
Yes.
tell me, Janet's Planet, I think this is the After the Show show where we talk about
Yes.
what you talked about, what you were going to do,
Yes.
what you did, and now let's talk about how it turned out.
You know what? I am so excited, and Ben, I want you to know it could not have gone any better. Janet's mission is really to inspire the next generation of space explorers and aerospace engineers and experts. And of course, here at the Florida Aviation Network, we know and we heard today that there is going to be such a need for people in aviation, in all walks of aviation, not just pilots, but all walks of aviation. And she had such a lineup for us today, from Captain Hoot Gibson, who of course is a pilot and an astronaut. We had individuals, we had young people here that, Ben, no offense to us, we're a little bit old, they are NASA's next gen STEM. We had Cadet Commander Olivia Jenkins from the Civil Air Patrol, who of course is doing such wonderful work in inspiring the next generation. We had Christopher Lyons, this young man that is just extraordinary and so fired up. I guarantee you he's gonna see his feet on Mars. Of course, we then had Dr. Don Thomas, and one of my favorites, Ben, she lined up for us here at the Florida Aviation Network, and I have never had the honor or pleasure of meeting her, so today was just like a glory day for me, was aviation celebrity and legend Wally Funk. We also had Blair Hess, Bill Tackett from the FAA, and they talked about their minecraft. I mean, it was action-packed. Ben, I am so excited, so pumped up. Wish I was back in school so that maybe I could redo my career, Ben. Instead of an educator, I'd go into aviation for real.
It's never too late.
It's never
Laurie.
too
It's
late.
never too late.
That's it.
But you can continue to do what you're doing because, you know, Olivia was the highlight as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
And she's in such high demand, she had to scoot out of here. I didn't even have a chance to talk to her.
Wow.
I can't see her. So we're going to have her out to our place. We're going to go flying. We're going to go up, Melody and I have a Citabria that needs to feel her touch on it someday. But, and you never know, that could be another segment.
It could be,
You know?
it could be.
Where Civil Air Patrol Commander, Cadet Commander,
Yes.
Commander meets
Yes.
General Aviation.
I love it. North Tampa Lutz, a shout out to that. And of course, at age 16, Ben, you could not find a more inspirational person. And I agree with you, and I think that it's so important. I know that when we do Sun and Fun, Florida Aviation Network, when we broadcast live and in the clear from Sun and Fun, and of course, when we head to Oshkosh, you know what? I believe that she's someone that we definitely need to come back. But one of the things that is so important to Janet is to promote that education piece. And of course, Olivia, that was her advice that she gave to the listeners. Of course, we heard this also from Captain Hoot Gibson, as well as Dr. Don Thomas, the importance of education and not only staying in school, but how important it is. And you know what, again, what I love is this, in my mind, Ben, was the meeting of the minds. We had Janet's Planet and Janet Ivey, the CEO and founder, who absolutely, she's a 12-time Emmy Award winner, Ben. This is certainly no stranger to television production, has had a live show and is now doing Janet's Planet's Astronaut Academy in response to the pandemic and what we're facing in general education right now. But this was, in my mind, Ben, for everything that the Florida Aviation Network stands for in Janet's Planet, it was almost like the meeting of the minds. Does that make sense?
It does, it does.
Yeah.
And Laurie, all of this effort is not going to waste.
No.
Trust me.
Right.
We're capturing it, and where's our talent? Who's on me right now? The camera one? Push in a little bit. I have a message to the parents out there.
Love it.
Take your kids to the airport. I don't care what airport, any airport. Get them to ask questions. Kids, all right, we're going to break now. We're going to go to the kids. Kids, get your parents to take you to the airport. I don't care, any airport. Ask questions. And does anyone remember, you can back out now, Francesca. You're getting all of my blemishes. These high-def cameras are off these days. But honestly, you remember when you come up with a young person, and I say kid, young person, and they have all these questions. Why is this? Why is the sky blue? You know, why is the tree green? Why is the water flowing? Why is that water not flowing? Get them to ask questions about aviation. Why is that airplane bigger than that airplane? Right. And why doesn't that airplane have propellers on it? Doesn't have props. So get them to ask as many questions as you can. And if you can't, there's no reason to not know what the answer is. Ask Siri.
That's right. That's right.
But we are in the information network now in the world. So there's no reason for anyone not to know something about anything. So we want them to focus in on aviation, and I happen to be partial to mechanics.
Yes.
Because if they don't work, they don't fly.
That's right. That's right.
So we want mechanics, and one thing, again, I feel like I'm monopolizing you, but you talked enough this morning.
No, but not at all. I love the message check.
Dispatch. Dispatch.
Yes.
Dispatchers. Do you know dispatchers are, it's a blend of everything involved in aviation.
Yeah.
Of loading, scheduling, timing, weather. You got to know your aircraft, and you got to know what's responsible for the crew. Go.
You just reminded me. I totally forgot. One of our own, near and dear to me, in the Florida Aviation Network, do you know we even had Mr. George Bartuska, who is known as the weather guy. He actually also presented, because when we talk about aviation and aviation safety, Ben, you cannot talk about aviation without talking about the weather. So, Ben, it was just, we had a packed lineup. The message, as you stated, was really that the young people of today, not us, Ben, we might be on the downhill side. Well, at least me on the downhill side. Anyway.
I just had my 36th birthday.
Did you? Fabulous. You know what? I'm 25. It works. It's so great. Anyway, what I want you to know is that we want those. We want the students, we want the parents, we want those individuals out there to know, like Don Thomas said, never, never give up. And it's never too late to start in aviation. I'm a perfect example of that. And what I would say is the other thing is we want all of our students, all of our studio audience, those people that we talk to and touch at the Florida Aviation Network, and those that Janet reaches in Janet's Planet each and every day, we want you to go for it. Reach for your dreams, because you are NASA's next generation of STEM and the explorers and the aerospace engineers. So Ben, it has been a pleasure to be with you. I'm Lori Bradner. I'm one of the hosts with the Florida Aviation Network, and
I'm Ben Coleman, your anchor host for the Florida Aviation Network, and we're going to wrap this one up and look forward to seeing you next interview. On 4.